Assalamualaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
Sir, can I say something?
Sir, I want to say something.
Sir, when will we get our marks of first monthly test?
Assalamualaikum.
Objective.
Yeah, I will.
When will you get our marks?
Both papers.
Yes, I will share. I will share the marks. Bismillah ar rahim. So today we are going to continue that chapter that we were doing last time, and we have to accomplish this chapter as well. And in this chapter we had done up to frame by frame, how to delete frame by frame. Yeah, up to frame by frame we had done. Fine. And I had shown you a number of things in the frame by frame. For example, how you can make an animation by frame motion by changing the color, by resizing the object, or by changing the position of the object. If you remember, I had shared with you 3 examples of the frame by frame movement. Now come to the next thing. After frame by frame that we need to see today. Twin motion. Okay, so twin motion was there basically in this chapter, in chapter number 10, but I explained you the twin motion in the beginning, because in the beginning there were only drawings, but I explained you the twin motion in the beginning because I want that all the students should do the animations as well. So you are well aware of the twin motion. We set the initial and final position of the object. We can make multiple twins on a single layer. Just take this example. Just like this is a file where we have got a blank stage. If I draw one object, let's suppose I take one polystar with 5 corners without any outline. I take one color from here and I draw over here. So it is a star that I am moving. Let me resize it. It is a star that I want to make an animation. I want to use this star in my animation. Okay, I would like to inform you that some students were there whose name list was given to me, and of course I am not going to allow those students, and some issues are there regarding fee. So yesterday I did not allow those students, and today of course I am going to send those students in the waiting room because their problem is not resolved. Okay, just let me check the names of the students over here. Okay, fine. So what is the case of the twin motion? That we can make a twin when even on a single layer we can make multiple twins on a single layer. Okay, so we can make multiple layers, multiple links on a single layer. So this is the thing that we have to do right now. Okay, so what I am going to do, I click on frame number 10. Let's suppose I press F6. I move this from this position to this position. Then I click on frame number 20. I press F6. And now I change this position from this position. Now you can see over here I am also changing the direction. F6 from this position to this position. Now I click on frame 40, press F6, and I move this star from this position to this position. Okay. So in all the cases, at frame number 1, where is this star? On top left corner. Then it is coming to top right corner on frame 10. Frame 20, I put it on the down right corner, and frame 30 down left corner, and frame 40 again top left corner. I will right click over here. If I want to change the name of the layer, I can star moving, whatever you want to give the name. I will right click over here and I'll say twin. So in twin motion, basically we can make multiple twins on a single object, but every time when we are changing its direction, we will press F6 at that position and we will put it there where we want to make. Okay, so over here you can see over here what is the position. Fine, I hope this thing is clear. I hope all of you have got this point and there isn't any issue in it. Okay, come to the text once again. So twin motion, we had done the twin motion in number of ways by adding multiple things. We can take any object as well. We can draw the object or we can take the image as well for twinning the motion. And we had applied this thing just like I created the twin motion in the birds. I had given you the example of the birds where we applied the twin motion on birds. Okay, so it means that we can take multiple images or objects that we draw and we can do it accordingly. Fine. So I hope up to here these all things are clear. Now we move ahead. Because we have already done these things a number of times, the videos are available. Shaping twin is basically where we are changing one shape to another shape. Already explained a number of times, we have done this thing, and you can change one circle to rectangle. Let's suppose you can change from one polygon to polystar. So but what happens that we have to apply the shape twin in this situation, and shape twin basically converts one object. All the students will keep the cameras closed. Keep your cameras closed. They will. It is basically going to convert one object from one shape to another shape. Fine. So up to here now we have done with it, and some key terms are there. You know very well that in your monthly test and in your first term test, I had given you the questions from the key tricky terms as well. These are basically the key terms. What is meant by a frame? What is meant by a symbol? What is meant by an instance? Occurrence of a symbol. Whenever you create that particular symbol that you have created, when you take it multiple times, basically you are creating occurrences, examples of that symbol. We had seen only one symbol, which was basically graphic. We did not make any movie or we did not make any button. yet. Okay, so because in your syllabus we are just bound up to here to create the graphic symbol. So we had created, what is meant by graphic symbol? When you join different parts, when you join, just like if you remember, we had drawn the image of the flower by taking petals, drawing petals and drawing leaf and stem, and then we joined them together to make them a single object. Just like if you are drawing this thing and this thing, if you want to join them together, so what you are going to do, you will select them all and then you will right click and you're going to convert it to symbol. Graphic, basically movie clip and button are also the types of the symbol, but we convert it to graphic and we can give it some name over here by typing the name. So this has become a symbol which is basically a graphic symbol. So now you can use this particular symbol which is available over here in your animation. So in this way, basically we draw some object, any object in bits and pieces, and then we join those objects to make a single object. Keyframe, by pressing F6, we get the keyframe. Library, whenever we are creating the symbols, these are going to be stored in which folder? In library folder. Frame by frame animation, I explained you in detail by taking three different examples. Frame by frame animation by resizing one object, frame by frame animation by moving its position, frame by frame animation by changing the color. Okay. Twinned animation is basically when you are changing the position of the object from one position to another position. Fine. Memory bytes for each chapter basically contains some more information, and this information can also be asked in the questions, in the short questions, in the MCQs, because we have got a number of key points over here available in the memory bytes. For example, see this point: for motion training, drawings must be converted into symbols. If we will not convert, it is possible that one object is moving and one part of the object is not moving. It is going to create a problem. Okay, so this is basically the case. Shape training can be used to make a drawing in transform into another drawing. In shape train, what happens that you are changing the shape from one shape to another shape, and we had applied this thing as well. So when you are taking this shape, for example, I am taking one star. It is moving from this position and it is coming to frame number 40. I press F6. I bring it over here. Fine. Now on frame 1 it is here and on frame 40 it is here. Over here I delete this star and I draw something else. Let's suppose I draw now a polygon, not polystar, a polygon in the same size. I had drawn one polygon over here. Okay. Now this is the line where I want to create. On frame 1 here is the star, on frame 40 here is a polygon. Fine. If I right click over here, I say shape twin, create shape twin. So you will see that the star is going to be converted into polygon, changing its shape. So we had applied this thing as well. I hope all these things are clear. I would also upload, inshallah, I will upload the question and answers for this chapter. Question and answers are quite easy. MCQs are there in the beginning, and then how will you identify keyframe? Just like we know that when one black dot appears when there is a keyframe, right? Keyboard shortcut to insert a keyframe. Insert a frame F5 and keyframe F6. How will you delete the frames 5 to 10? You will select the frames. For example, if we have got some animation, let's suppose one object is there that I have drawn and I have made some animation to the object, for example, okay, and I have given some animation over here. Now I want to delete some portion. So that portion that I want to delete, I will select, I will right click on it and I will click on the remove frames. Those frames will be removed. That portion has been removed, but the next frames are now close together. So in this way, we can remove the frames. How can you convert a robot shape down on the stage to a man? When you draw one robot shape, how can you convert it to a man? By shape twin. We can take two pictures, for example. One picture is there for robot, we can draw. One picture is there for robot and we move it from this position to that position to any other position, just like over here. Over here it is a star, but when it is coming from left, top left position to down right corner, so it is changing its position. In the same way we can change one robot to an image of a man. But keep in mind, whenever we use the image in shape training, we always right click the image and we convert it to break apart. Break apart. We apply always break apart on it. Otherwise, you cannot create twin motion. You cannot create the shape twin in the image. Evaluate the user friendliness of Flash CS3. Whether it is user friendly or not, I would like to ask you this question. Those who know about it, what you will suggest, what you will comment about it, that Flash is basically a user friendly software or not? Just raise the hand and let me know about it. Flash, Adobe Flash CS3 is user friendly or not? Yes, Solaf Ibrahim.
Yes, sir, it is because it gives you a flexibility while drawing. You can draw whatever you want. It gives you a number of options if you want to draw a star, you want to draw in your own freehand drawing and everything. So it's a
what
friendly
is
software.
what is meant by the user friendly?
So like you can you can use it every day and
Okay.
draw with it.
User friendly means okay. Anyone else? Fine. Yes. Hiba Imran.
They said Flash is a friendly software because it gives us many options to draw and also gives us an option to make movie, many
Okay.
different things.
What actually comes in your mind when we say a user friendly software? Anyone else who would like to add
Friendly
something?
software.
Anyone else? Iman Zafar.
I I think Flash is a user friendly software because all the panels are by default given to you, and you don't have to search and look for them. But and the tools are also very easy to use and locate. But I
Yeah.
think the use learning how to animate is a bit harder than learning how to draw in the software.
Good. Good. Easy to use. User friendly is basically how much it is convenient for the user. If user faces some difficulty, then it means that particular software is not user friendly. If you are facing difficulty, if you need to find commands, if you have to search for the different types of tasks that you want to perform and you are not able to find them, you are finding it quite difficult, or you are you are saying that there are a number of things you are unable to understand, that shows that it is basically a software which is not that much user friendly. But user friendly software will be that software which contains an easy to use interactive way. For example, tool panel is available, all the shapes are available to you, you can draw them. The user friendly means that you are able to understand. For example, if this paint bucket is already giving me the hint that there would be some color bucket of the paint is there, so I am able to understand easily. Fine, that's why color panel swatches are available over here. So that's why we call that it is basically a software which is a user friendly software. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear and this thing is now clear to all of you. Fine. Okay, before going towards any other thing, just let me mark the attendance. All the students just lower the hands and then I will take the questions. So we have got from Haris Khan to Umar Latif. Okay, fine. So we come towards the chapter once again. Up to here, if you have got any question related to this chapter, yes, Umar Jasim.
Hello,
Yes,
sir.
Umar.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please ask the question.
Sir, I want to ask that when I made an animation and I add a sound, a background song, and when I save it to a AVI file, the sound is not coming.
Sound is not coming. Okay. You want to add sound to your flash animation. What do you want to do? Umar, your voice is not that much clear. Just ask this thing once again. Yes, kindly. Yes, please. Umar, just kindly
Yes.
ask the question once again. What I got from your question was that you were saying that you want to add sound. You want to add sound to your animation. And when you are running that file, you are unable to listen the sound. This was the question.
No, sir. I am saying when I save it to AVI file, there is sound effect.
Your voice is not clear. When you were correcting the mic, the voice is very good, but when you speak, the voice is very less. So say loudly. Remove the hand free or that mic you are using. Use the original mic of the laptop. Then the voice will be clear. Doesn't matter. Okay, anyway, but I would like to tell you this thing how to include the sound. Although this is not there in our syllabus, it is there in the next class. Okay, but I would like to tell you you can include MP3 file, .aif file, or .wave file. These are some sound formats. Okay, if you have got some wave file or something like that, some wave file or MP3 file, audio file, so then you can use that audio format. These are the audio formats that you can include, and you will include that format by using this option, import to library. Okay, so you can see over here. So right now, import to library. If I will have some good audio available, then I will be able to use it. Let me check over there in the. Okay, right now the formats that I have got are basically, yes, I think this is an MP3. So I will be able to use this file. So I think we should have a one wave file, then we will be able to include the audio as well. Okay. But audio works. I just want to tell you that audio works. We can include audio, but we will have to convert that format, which is wave file format. Fine. All of you should try this thing and then let me know. Okay. Aris, Sarim, all the students who are working, who are taking it as a hobby and who are performing something, they should try the sound as well and then let me know. I'm giving you this task. Fine. So, Olaf Ibrahim, you want to ask something again? What is your
Sir,
question?
can you go to the Files tab here in Flash?
Sorry?
Can you go here in Flash in the Files tab?
Uh, your question is not clear. Loudly.
Can you click here on the Flash on the Files tab?
File tab.
Yes.
Yes, what is your question?
Can you go to the arrow of export? Sir, it's written export image. So when you asked us in the MCQs how to insert a picture in your slide, so it's export image, yes?
Yeah, we can.
But yes, but when you unmuted someone to answer you, she told you that it's import and it's export. So which one is right?
Normally, Flash is used for making animations. Normally, we import movie from here. Okay. When we have done with our, and last time I had explained this thing, when we have done with our work and we have completed, for example, this is an animation or this is an animation that we have completed, we will go and we will take the export and export movie. Export movie is going to export the AVI file that you can play in a media player. Clear?
Yes, even you told me in one of your videos, you also told me that it's export image. One of the
Export
videos
image
that
will
you
be when
posted
you
in
are
previous
making
classes.
it image. For example, right now the star is over here, frame number 30. So if you will import export the image, of course, image will be just an image. Fine, just like we are making over here the JPEG image. So you can make image of that particular frame where we were. Okay, so image will be created. Let's suppose I am saving it with the name of image 5 in this folder. Fine. Okay, so now when I will go to that folder, I will be able to see that that folder, that this image is here now. Okay, now the image that I have saved over here is now visible, and star was there at the bottom. Stage is wide, so that's why stage is not visible. Star was there in the at the bottom, so that's why the star is being shown over here at that position, because I had taken the image when I was there on frame number 30, and at frame number 30 the star is there on the down left corner. So we can take the uh, snapshot of a particular frame using this way. Now this thing is now clear.
Mm.
Yes, Hiba Imran.
Yes, sir. Sir, when I draw something and I just the keyframes, set the keyframes. When I delete that keyframes and I just make any object, it says that there is no current frame to draw into. Also check that the current frame is not an interpolated frame.
Actually, what happens that when we delete, for example, if I delete this portion up to here, right click, remove frames. Now you will see that this keyframe was deleted. Hence, the previous frames are also not work. So we can remove it entirely. Okay, so we can remove all the frames. Now I am right now on frame 20. So from 1 to 20 it is working. But if I remove all
Sir,
the frames, for example,
sir, but I can't draw something in on the
now
stage.
listen. Now all the frames have been removed. That's why you cannot work now. This is the position that you are talking about. Now what you need to do, you will have to right click either over here, right click here, insert frame, insert keyframe. When you will press the insert keyframe, now blank circle. Can you see this blank circle now?
Yes,
Now
sir.
this blank circle is there. Now when you will draw the object, let's suppose I draw one object over here. Now that see the blank circle, now it is going to be black. It was
Yes,
blank circle, zero circle. Now it is going to be a dot. Now can you see? It has
yes.
been converted to a dot. Now it will work. The question that you have asked, I have understood, and I have told you that when you remove the blank, all the keyframes, then you get this message that you are unable to draw the object, you are unable to do any work because you don't have the frame to work. First you take a blank keyframe or insert keyframe, then you draw the object, then you will be able to do. Then you are not going to face problem.
Thank you, sir.
Fine. Safi.
Sir, if you have time, because there's short time, so can you display our flash presentations?
I think today it won't be possible because only 2 or 3 minutes are left. So that's why I was just taking the questions who want to ask anything about anything. I will, inshallah. Don't worry. Those are, I think, your project I had shown. I think I remember.
No, sir. You said
No.
that it was Word file, so I unsubmitted and I just submitted
Okay. Good. Good.
FLA file.
Inshallah, we will. Inshallah. Okay. Aliza,
Sir, if I want to insert my own picture
your voice is not clear.
sir, if we want to insert a picture or flag, so how can we do it?
We have seen this thing a number of times. You will go import to stage, and you can insert your picture from here. For example, on your desktop you have got some picture, you will go and you will find out that picture, you will insert the picture has been inserted. Fine.
But sir, it's not allowing.
Sorry,
It's not allowing.
it's not.
It's not allowed to
First, you
insert
need
a
to
picture.
you need to click on the frame one. For example, this is the frame. Then you go to file, import to stage. It is working, and we have done a number of things with the pictures. I had inserted a number of things with the pictures, and a number of time I inserted pictures in my animations, and I made animations on those pictures. You can see the previous lessons. Okay, twin motion we applied on pictures, shape twin we applied on pictures. Okay, frame by frame movement we applied on pictures. It was all these types of operations we applied. Nabiha Asad.
Assalamualaikum sir, I wanted to tell you that my mother's and my brother's birthday is coming, so I made their birthday animation. So I'm doing practice at home, and I also wanted to ask you that how can we import sound?
Okay, I think a number of students are asking about it. Inshallah, I will give you one lesson in one of the lessons when we will have next time our class. I will inshallah I will find out some good wave file, audio background file, and I will share with you. Okay, the procedure I will also share with you. The procedure is quite simple that I shown you, that you go to import and import to library, and then we can include the audio file as a background. I have understood that you have made some animation, you want to give the background music. That is the thing.
Yes,
Yeah, I have understood.
yes.
Inshallah, I will share. Fine. You people are showing
Okay.
interest, so I will share this thing. Fine.
And sir, what is the meaning of this magnet tool?
Which tool?
This magnet tool,
Where is the magnet tool?
sir, below.
Okay, this is basically snap to object. Snap to object is basically, this is the option when we draw some object. Basically, these are the two uh, options we have got whenever we draw some object. Okay, so this is not that kind of magnet, but we click it, so that particular object will be snapped to the object. So our class time is now over. I hope all the questions are done. Those who have raised the hand now, then we will not be able to have more questions. Inshallah, we'll see in the next class.